Imagine facing a complex problem. Too many variables, too many possibilities, too much information to process at once. At first, the problem feels overwhelming. Your brain cannot evaluate every option. But surprisingly, the brain still finds a way to move forward. It simplifies the situation. It looks for patterns, shortcuts, rules that reduce complexity. And suddenly, the problem begins to feel manageable. This ability is one of the brain's most powerful cognitive tools, because the human brain was never designed to calculate every possibility. Instead, it evolved to simplify complex environments. But how does the brain actually do this? How does it reduce overwhelming information into something manageable? To understand this, we need to look at how the brain processes information under uncertainty, because every moment of life presents an enormous number of possible interpretations. The brain must constantly decide what matters and what can be ignored. At the center of this process are networks involving the prefrontal cortex and parietal cortex. These regions coordinate reasoning, planning, and attention. When you encounter a difficult problem, the brain first tries to gather relevant information. It activates working memory systems to hold key pieces of the problem in mind. But here's where it gets interesting. Working memory has limited capacity. The brain cannot track every possible variable at the same time. So instead, it uses mental shortcuts. These shortcuts are known as heuristics. Heuristics are strategies that help the brain make decisions quickly without analyzing every detail. For example, the brain may look for familiar patterns that resemble past experiences. If a situation resembles something you've encountered before, the brain can reuse previously learned solutions. And this leads to an unexpected effect. The brain often prioritizes pattern recognition over perfect calculation. Instead of computing every possible outcome, it identifies the most likely patterns. This dramatically reduces cognitive effort. But the brain doesn't stop there. Another system helps simplify complexity. This involves the brain's ability to build mental models. A mental model is an internal representation of how something works. When you understand a system, a machine, a concept, or a strategy, the brain stores a simplified model of that system. Future decisions can then rely on that model instead of rebuilding the entire analysis from scratch. But the brain does something even more fascinating. As you gain experience, neural pathways associated with useful patterns become stronger. This process allows the brain to recognize solutions faster over time. Experts in a field often appear to solve complex problems quickly. But in reality, their brains have developed powerful pattern recognition systems. Years of experience allow their brains to detect solutions almost automatically. From an evolutionary perspective, this ability to simplify complexity was extremely valuable. Early humans constantly faced uncertain environments, tracking animals, navigating landscapes, making rapid survival decisions. The brain needed efficient ways to interpret incomplete information. Heuristics and pattern recognition allowed humans to make decisions quickly without requiring perfect information. But modern environments still rely on the same systems. Every decision you make, from navigating traffic to solving technical problems, depends on the brain's ability to simplify complexity. Once you understand this process, something fascinating becomes clear. Human intelligence is not just about raw calculation. It is about recognizing patterns and simplifying complexity. By the way, if you're interested in understanding how the brain and body actually work, this channel explores the science behind those systems. Many aspects of human thinking become clearer when we examine the biology behind them. And the brain's ability to simplify complex problems is one of the most powerful examples. Your brain is not designed to analyze everything. It is designed to find the signal within the noise. Vera explains the science behind how the human system works. Subscribe if you're curious about the biology of being human.